Okay, so in some ways, you may represent an ideal partner for this person because you, like, let's talk about the seventh house. Seventh house is naturally ruled by Libra. And what I said in the beginning will be intensified for you because we are talking about the Aries, a Libra axis, because he is an Aries rising. And you have Venus in Libra, and Libra is in the seventh house. Excuse my looks, by the way, I'm moving. Seventh house person, right? Where the seventh house represents partnerships, marriage, long-term committed relationships. Not only partnership in marriage, but also the business partnerships, where making money together, right? So seventh house represents his ideal, and seventh house naturally rules Libra. I mean, Libra rules the seventh house and Venus rules the seventh house. Now you have Libra Venus in his seventh house. This means that literally you represent an ideal partner for him in some way, shape, or form. But the aspects with Venus and other planets are also important, whether this will be manifest this easier or whether there will be a struggle or some hardship in relationships. But this is a good placement because seventh house represents, like I said, marriage, long-term committed relationship is the opposite of the first. First house is more selfish, and when you have Venus in the partner's first house, it will be like it can make them feel a little bit more of themselves. The seventh house is the house of other people, so it's not a house of me. And there's Venus means that there's shared preferences and beliefs, values, because remember Venus also rules Taurus, and Taurus is the second house, right? Second house is all about our values, beliefs, possession. These people, like you guys, unless there's other placements in the chart that contradict this, because we got to look at the full picture. We're talking about only one placement at a time. Really, if just speaking of this placement in isolation, right? These people can build together because it's Venus second house, possessions, accumulating material possessions, money, business together. It's not only marriage or romantic partnership. So these two people really share beliefs, ideals, unless you have bad aspects with Venus and other planets. Let me know what aspects of Venus you have, but this is a good placement. This is a really good indication of a long-term relationship, and also like two people being on the same page, where like they have a same style in operating in business and just with people. And also here we have a Venus person inspires the seventh house person to achieve more and become better. Seventh house person, I mean the Aries rising person, may be a little bit selfish, and Destiny's Venus is bringing him, because Venus is all about needs and wants. It's your wants and needs, and being in the seventh house is a good position, but it also may like kind of put him challenge him to consider other people's wants and needs, meaning yours, his partners, which will in turn make him change his selfish ways. Because like I always say, a rising sign is basically the destiny, the path to destiny, right, to our purpose, sun sign and our north node. And the rising sign lessons, right, in this case Aries, are lessons, I mean the personality traits that they may struggle with and may get in the way of their progress in life is the impulsivity, aggression, selfishness, in consideration of another person, which is subconscious. This is not something a person does on a conscious level. So by meeting you kind of, present a dynamic where he has to let go of his selfish ways, unless, we gotta look at the full picture. But yeah, let me know if this resonates, and thank you for the comment. I love you.